I want to take a break moment to ask, do we know what y'all have, like, highlighted stats for?
Mine is on
Bef-
sharp
before
and
this,
weird.
yeah, before this session, I had cool and hot.
Okay.
Sharp and weird.
Did y'all want to re-roll those? I'm sorry to do
Yes.
this after rolls, but...
I'd like to roll. Sharp and
Okay.
weird.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
That's chill. We'll just
But
add
that
in
was a good...
afterwards.
that got us, you know, the blood pumping. Starting with, Giuseppe, I suppose. Who has highest HX with Giuseppe right now?
I have 2.
I have 2.
Roll for it.
Do you want to maybe splice this into the beginning?
I want you to tag.
Yeah, we'll probably do that.
Cool.
Okay, I'll do that. Tagged.
I think... Let's see, what was just tagged?
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. Okay. How about... You know what, let's go hard.
Alright.
Who has highest HX with Rusty?
3.
2.
Alright, Wind.
Hot.
Okay.
This is hard. Cool.
Cool. Yippee.
And finally, our good boy Lug.
I've got 3.
I've got 1.
Tag sharp.
That's already been tagged, but
I
okay.
tag it again. Win.
What else did you have tagged?
You had weird.
You had weird? Okay. Then how about hot? Everyone got those?
Yep.
Alrighty. Hey
Hey,
everyone, welcome to the tech, right? What?
voice disconnected on me.
Yeah, okay. This is the 10th session of Deep Blues. It's getting weird, folks. It's been like 3 fucking months, but we're back. Just like Slim Shady. But less racist. Joining me today are my good friends, Super Saiyan Apom.
Ants.
Yeah, that's his new catchphrase, everybody. Ants. Fucking... Okay. Seth.
Hello, everybody.
Wind.
Ooh.
I guess this is the day we brand ourselves. Okay. Zip zop zoopity boop, everybody.
Hey, I always woo.
No, you don't. You say hi. Alright.
Everyone
Anyway.
to change it.
Anyway. So... can we get a refresher on what has happened in the last session?
And the last session we sailed off, but before sailing off, go to the market and buy a bunch. And then
I got some new lights for our ship.
Yeah,
I got mugged.
yeah. When you didn't get mugged at the shop though.
Might
as well have.
No, that was later.
Did you get mugged?
Yeah.
By November, remember? Just by
wait,
November.
November. I don't call that a mugging. That's more of a
shakedown.
Yeah, shakedown.
Yeah, Lug was really shaken up afterwards.
He cried.
He cried real bad.
Yeah, November was kind of a dickweed, and what's worse is that he's the brother of my beloved medic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got a new bartender. DuckTales the movie.
Yep. DuckTales the movie.
Game.
Yeah. Please call me DuckTales the movie. The game was my father. Yeah, that all happened. There was also a very strange psychic wave that just kind of like passed over everybody that just kind of conveyed one word, which was convene, and then just passed.
Always a good sign.
Yeah, that was real fun.
Folks joined you. You don't know all of them too well at the moment, but you soon will. You do know at the very least that the one person that you do know, Lyra, is on the boat. Slops, Giuseppe's best customer, regular, is also on here. He is on here so that he can, like, get out and also give, or in exchange, give, like, a bunch of info and shit.
Yep.
Let's see. What else? Y'all were heading towards the wreck that Silver mentioned, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you're on the way to Hollister, sort of. You're gonna make, like, a little detour.
Yep.
Is that about it?
I'd say so. We didn't hear anything about Jay specifically last session, did we?
I don't
know.
That was the
We
session
know
before that
that
we learned that there were many Jerrys.
possibly many varies.
Possibly.
More.
Imagine.
Definitely more than one.
Sure thing. So, you find yourselves on your ship once again, as normal. The good old Essex Exodia. And things are kinda meh. Lots of people are feeling not great. You're pretty sure it's just the food, but, that just has to take time for people to get, acclimated to. But y'all are currently in the bar with Slops, going over your map. And Slops is essentially kind of talking about the different locations. So, I think you guys, have y'all, I don't remember if you've been around here very much, Giuseppe. What do you know about the area?
Okay, Giuseppe takes a look over here. Well, I know we came from Velcro, and we're trying to get away from there as far as possible. But I don't think we've ever been out here too far, honestly. There are a few locations that I've heard some stuff about, but not that much.
Well, that's not helpful at all, but I guess I'll make do. I do have to make my stay worth it. So, I noticed you have a weird mark here. What's that? And he points towards the little mark that Silver made for the wreck that y'all are going towards.
My good buddy Silver pointed me over to this wreck, and they said that we could do a few jobs around here and we'd get something out of it. So I think we kind of want to hit that first. What do you guys think?
It's an absolute gold mine.
Sounds good
Bug
to me.
exclaims.
He's in for
Okay,
this ride.
well, that's weird, but okay. I'm not gonna question much what you're doing. I'm just here for the ride, I guess. Just be careful, because that place is in the middle of the Irigo estuary. It's not a great place to be. At the best of times, it's, really misty and foggy, and so you can't see where the hell you're going, and on the worst days, people don't come back.
Well, the lights I just got may help a little bit with at least the first problem.
Here's hoping. Uh, well, when we're going this way, I think we're heading towards Hollister. It's kind of a kind of okay sized town. It used to act as the trade hub, while Millions was kind of, doing its thing. What I heard about it though was I heard there's some people looking for help, and not like the good kind. So I guess if y'all are in the whole, doing crazy shit for money thing, that's where you might go.
Lug idly shifts around in his backpack, looking at his 4 barter. Compared, how much does Rusty have now? 11?
I've got 4.
Yeah, kind of comparing that to what he thinks Rusty has, kind of thinking things.
Can't do everything for money, Lug.
Anyway, weird greed aside, um, there's also, well, this is it's weird to call it a big place to go to, but there's Prosper. It's kind of small. It's some sort of weird little shrimping settlement that's just on the very edge of the area. It's just known for its big shrimp, and also because the people there are kind of dicks. But if you're heading there, I hear they're real good. There's also Hidden. I don't know shit about there. I've never been there.
I mean, it makes sense for a place called Hidden.
Well, there's also finally. I guess I'd say there's also Jonathan's. That's kind of it's like an entertainment place, like a tourist trap. People go there and they drink a lot and they see, hot people, and then they go back poor and they screw it up. And then they get divorced by their wife, Martha.
Sounds like my kind of place.
You need to lie down for a little bit, Slops, buddy?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Alright,
anyway,
whatever
it's
you
where
say.
the hip old rich people live, to go let off money and stress, and where the poor go to sell their souls for scraps. I kind of know the most about this one's business, not for any particular reason. Basically, I think there's some weird political shit going on. Talk of like exchanges and dealings like that, and that's never a good thing. So hey, if you're up for like talking to politicians or some shit, go ahead.
I don't know how I feel about politics. We just went through a lot of that. It was a fun time, though.
You kind of like answer those politics with guns, so it's not too bad.
Fair enough.
But that's just about everything I got. I think. I don't think I could talk much about any local people or things without, unless we're going there or anything. But thanks again for letting me stay and all, and giving me food, and shit. It's kind of cramped sometimes in this place. There's not a whole lot of cots, but it's better than just sleeping on the outside.
You're one of my best customers, Slops. I wouldn't give you up for the world, so just stick around as long as you want.
Well, don't say that yet, because I might be leading you to hell. This place isn't exactly the most stable,
Oh, okay.
I think
you ain't
it's
been here for a
fine.
long time. Well, you would say that, Rusty.
What does that mean, buddy?
Oh, But anyway, y'all are kind of like a little bit interrupted. Because you hear like some fucking screaming outside. You hear you hear pretty much like a tussle.
Oh boy. Hey, you guys go first, please. I don't need this right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna run out. Rusty's gonna run out and see what's going on.
Lug runs out as well.
I follow behind them shortly afterwards.
Slops has already gone out your back door, terrified of confrontation. So you go outside and you see essentially three people on the ground, and one person standing over them, kind of shit-eating grin, angry. You notice, so the person standing over them is one of the folks who joined on with Rusty's crew from Millions. The person is they're one of the people who didn't take anything when you offered it. You offered and they just didn't do anything. They've got I suppose pretty normalish clothes, a sort of what would I call it? Like a cloth shawl on, and then some very those really weirdly super baggy pants that are just made out of very thin cloth.
Yeah.
It's that, except looks like it's made out of a flower pattern curtain.
Oh, like a shower curtain?
Yeah, a shower curtain kind of, except they're pants.
I love those pants.
They look like those Sultan type pant things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. They've also got a big metal collar around their neck that just and a small chain that just kind of ends very within a foot, and they seem pretty scarred up. And they kind of bark at the crowd that's kind of formed of the rest of your crew. It's don't any of you other fuckers want some? You say one more goddamn thing to me, I'll beat you to goddamn death.
Who's on the ground? Who's on the ground?
On the ground are some folks that you do know. I'm gonna say on the ground are they're a couple of your Velcrones, the people who came with you from Velcro. We'll say Venus, Pellet, and Murgo.
I think at this point in time, Lug wants to diffuse the situation in the calmest, most diplomatic way possible.
Yeah, Rusty as well.
Yes, diplomacy. I think we could use more diplomacy.
Okay, so what are you doing? Oh boy.
No, it's Slash R.
Yeah, it's Slash. What are you rolling? Okay, first tell me what you're doing and then roll.
Yeah. And
Come again?
Go
please,
aggro.
for the love.
That's a +2.
wait.
Okay, first you have to do the thing, please.
Yeah, first you gotta tell us what's going on.
Lug is going to tackle.
That's a. Okay, give me a sec.
Boy, we're already starting with this.
Before we continue, I want to make it understood that a roll is something that happens after you are attempting to do things. You tell me what you're doing, and then we'll be okay, that's this kind of action. You can do things in mind with a thing like that, but please do the thing, and then we roll for the thing.
I want to roll to interfere.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
Because I see Lug running, so.
So Lug just starts kind of barrel shoulders down charging, and you do what?
Grab him.
Okay, where are you grabbing?
I'm staying out of this one.
His waist.
His waist.
No, never mind. Well.
Hmm.
I want to interfere that. What happens? That's a decent roll.
So
I think.
no, it's not actually.
What?
that's a well, no, that is
It's the base. It's the bare minimum.
that is the minimum that you could get to actually do something.
The
So
very
that is
bottom.
that decreases it from 9 to 8. So
And plus, if it's going aggro, we agree just going aggro.
sure, you can make it going aggro.
That's
Yep.
+2 because hard, so it's still at 10.
Golly. Wait,
Well-
what? Okay, yeah, you're right.
No matter what.
So let's
couldn't.
let's bring up go aggro because we don't use this move often, but I'm
No.
glad you're using it. So going aggro, when you go aggro, roll plus hard, you roll a 10 plus. So they either have to force your hand and suck it up, or cave and do what you want. So you have to make it obviously clear that there's something that you want. So what are you doing? You're charging at them and you tackle them. Like you run up and you're just kind of like boom right into their side, and they're on the ground and you're above them.
Just kind of holding their arms in place, just kind of like, calm down, calm down, calm down.
So like they're on their back and you're just like holding onto like their wrists.
Essentially.
Okay, so you're just like calm down, calm down.
Yeah, just kind of calm down.
Okay, it is at this point that I will reveal to the studio audience that Rusty's folks are sick. And by sick, I mean sick with some weird psychic bullshit, which makes them real fucking angry. I've decided to call it Psychic Sickness Aggression Factor, where because of contamination of the world's psychic maelstrom's like emotional bullshit, Rusty himself will be taking -2 to weird and hot rolls that don't involve him being real angry, and the cult will be real aggro, which I suppose is on brand now.
Oh, hold on, I gotta get up.
Okay.
I guess at this point, I just like imagine Giuseppe like standing to the side, just like going like, "Oh my god, already!"
Yeah, this will be fun.
Alright, just got here and already like people are manhandling each other.
Oh, you haven't seen nothing yet.
Oh boy.
Do remember that there are 2 choices in that 10 plus.
Oh boy.
One is to capitulate, and one is to escalate.
Oh boy.
Giuseppe, or not Giuseppe, Lug, you start charging it, and Rusty like tries to like wrap his arms around you, but you kind of like just push away from him, and you barrel over this person, and they're on the ground, and you're just going like calm down, while holding onto their arms, and like they just kind of like stare up at you for a good sec, and then just like headbutt you. Like they bring their like whole head just straight into your nose.
My mask?
Oh, your mask, yeah.
Which hits your
And the
toes.
mask pushes into your face, and you're just like owie gowie.
Yeah, it hurts even worse.
Yeah, it probably hurts. It's pretty good. And so now you're on the ground, and she's over you, and she's just like she's just bending down straight to get into your fucking face, and she's like, "Don't you fucking dare touch me, you piece of shit! I didn't get out of that goddamn hellhole for nothing." And then she like straightens back up and she's like, "I'm not here like any of you fucking losers. I'm not here because you were entertained by some Magic Joe baby. I'm not here for any ideology. I'm not here because you like anybody here. I'm here because it was the only goddamn chance I had. I was not going to go back into that fucking shitty little place, and I was not going to get stuck in a shitty goddamn wet gulag." And then they look right at you, Rusty.
Can I leg sweep? Lug attempts to like kick his leg at her leg, just kind of like sweep.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. They would be able to see it, so how about you just roll hard?
+2, 8.
Giuseppe
that's
is
pretty
still
good.
like very intimidated here and wants to avoid confrontation.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, yeah, you leg sweep her, but I think that she's gonna come down on top of you. She kind of like lands a bit in a heap, but she kind of like her shoulder digs real hard into like your hip.
I'd like to get up and help Lug out, like get her up off of Lug real quick.
Okay. What would that be?
Guess that's a roll to assist, so
Yeah. Okay.
guess 8
If you
checks.
can get, yeah, if you get a good roll, that does make it 10, and I think it would get her off. Even then, you can assist normally, so it's like whatever. Oof.
Yikes! Thanks, Kickbot.
Oh boy, I think I'm gonna have to jump in a sec.
Kickbot,
So-
this is what I wanted.
You go to like grab her by like the back of her, like, you know, like the whole like, you know, reaching under someone's arms and like pulling the back thing.
Yeah.
You try to do that, but like as you're doing that, she like tries to stand up, and she just like kind of back of head meets like your like jaw,
Ow.
like under your jaw, and just like, you know, you're afraid that you might have fucking bit your tongue off.
Oh,
I
don't need it.
And like she just goes like, "Oh, you fucking pieces of shit! You're ganging up on me now, huh?" And she just like kind of starts swinging a bit wildly, and like just kind of like catches the back of her like of her hand against like your cheek. What are y'all doing?
Okay, I think it's time for drastic measures. I think this will count as doing something under fire.
Okay.
I wanna pull my knife gun out, like hold in the air, just shout like, "No, stop fighting," or something like that. Stop fighting, or I don't know.
I think that would be going aggro.
That'd be
Stop
going
fighting
aggro?
or I'm
I wanna,
going to
like,
shoot
I don't
you
wanna
all.
like fight. I wanna like.
No, going aggro is the fight. It's threatening someone.
Being
Okay,
aggressive.
yeah, that makes sense.
It's
General
aggressively
aggressive.
threatening.
Yeah.
So if you are, yeah. So if you want to like if you're pulling out your gun and saying stop, like that's aggro.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So are you gonna do that?
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. That's give me
Please
one.
roll. Man, this album's great for this situation.
Come on, show me the
I
money.
hope the recording gets it.
Okay,
You got the money,
finally.
didn't you?
Holy shit.
So the thing is, that's not a 10 plus, but on a 9 to 10, they can get the hell out of your way, barricade themselves securely in, give you something they think you want, or tell you what you want to hear, or back off calmly, hands where you can see. So I suppose those two of those at least like count as what you'd like. So what would she do? That's for me to choose, I think. So
Oh, okay.
I think like you pointing the gun, like she's kind of like half barreled over, like holding the back of her head, like because like that jaw did a number on her head. And she sees the gun and she just kind of like stops and is like, she's like goes through a series of emotions, like from like just like looking like she's about to fucking like run over and smack you in the head, to like just like getting real like petulant and pissy, until she kind of like just like holds her hands out, stands up slowly, gives a little sharp kick to Lug's ribs, and then walks back. Kind of like, you know, like, yeah, alright, are you gonna do it? You know, not literally saying that, but like kind of in that way, that sort of like, you know, pissy swagger type shit. But she's walked off, and when she gets to the crowd, they're standing there, but she kind of like just like elbows through several of them, like to get past.
I'll plug up.
I like
Thank you.
Well, is
like
everybody
look at
else?
look at my gun with like a guess a little smile, and then like put it back in its holster, whatever I keep it in.
So yeah, you've kind of successfully kept the situation from getting worse, maybe.
Maybe.
We did our best.
But your Velcrones are back on their feet now, kind of like, you know, just like picking themselves back up, and the crowd's dispersing with a bit of like, oh man, that wasn't all that fun. And I think Nickel and Zink decide to make their fucking presence known, and they're just like, well, why'd you have to cut that short? It was getting good.
We can't have fighting. We can't have fighting amongst ourselves.
Well, pal, that's not gonna go over well with some people, I guess. Zink is just like, fighting lets off steam. It settles differences. I think it's good.
Well, I personally think that we've had a lot of settling differences recently, and I'd rather people do that in their private quarters, maybe over like a bit of chess or something. We have chess on here, right? I don't think any of you know what chess is, actually, on second thought.
What the fuck is a chess?
I've got a
Case in
chest.
point, I guess.
You sure do, bud.
I think at that point, Lyra also shows up, kind of like, so that was a thing, huh? Anyway, so You might be asking, who was that mysterious stranger? That's Thistle. Um, she fought for the Monarch, uh, and she's kind of a POW, and we, like, we're not trying to be the shittiest people in the world, so I guess we gave her, like, a choice, or I guess, Lena gave her a choice, which was, I guess, like, reintegrate with society. She wasn't going to take that. Go into the gulag. She didn't want that either. So she kind of like took up the whole, work transfer thing. She's, I mean, you saw.
Yeah. I guess that makes a little bit of sense then, huh?
Kind of straightens himself up, looks over to where she left off to.
I think like the boat's not that big. It's not like she can like run away or anything.
Yeah, I know,
think
but
she just went over like to the I suppose the cots, the
timeout
bed,
corner.
the bed building.
yeah, he looks over to the bed building, just like thinking about everything.
Okay.
She's currently yelling into her equivalent of a pillow
Probably carving a small effigy to burn later.
of Lug and only Lug. Surprisingly detailed. I don't know how she got the face.
Oh, that's weird. Weird and creepy. I'm scared.
So I don't want to like get on anybody's nerves or anything. Shit's high strung, but are we going anywhere? As you recall, in the last session that we talked about, y'all were kind of a bit lost at the moment. It's been like really cloudy for a long while, and like you can't navigate by stars all that good.
No landmarks.
Some time has passed, and Lug, you figured out a solution. Could you tell us what that solution is? What method has
Oh,
Lug
that's
figured out
right.
to navigate?
The receiver box, right?
What about it?
Has all the blips on it.
Yeah, but that doesn't like move with how you turn. Or does it? Does it? Should we decide that right now? Does it move with how you turn, and that way you can like navigate?
It
Hard mode.
would probably have some sort of compass.
Yeah, a
I
compass.
don't think you had a compass before, or you would have used it. So maybe like you developed a compass.
Oh, yes, I see.
You took a second. You were like, "What can I do?" And then you like rubbed a lot of shit together, and some of it did some weird things. That is to say, you rubbed something on something like that was a magnet, and you were like, cool.
Lug pulls out a paperclip and a fridge magnet. They're stuck together and they won't come off, but the paperclip does spin in a direction.
Nice.
Super freaky.
Okay.
Rusty kind of
What the
puts
fuck?
a hand over his mouth, like, what is that? A little questioning. He's curious. About it. Want to lean in and look at it.
It points up.
Yes,
Upways.
yes, it indeed does. It
Up,
indeed
he
does point
obviously
up.
is referring to north.
Rusty
But
points
for some
up to
reason
the
he's
sky.
saying up.
Yeah, Rusty
No,
points
it
up to
points
the
up.
sky. Like what?
It points up.
Look up at the sky.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
see
god
when- I
hand
s-
in the sky.
Well, I see we're in the hands of some great navigators over here.
Look, what do you mean by up?
Up.
Rusty yet again points to the sky, emphasizing up.
No. Up. East. Down. West. Up.
Steve, I think he means to look north.
Oh, okay. Up. Alright.
Sweet lord.
And he stops leaning forward and kind of straightens himself back up. Still hand over his mouth, like, up.
While y'all are kind of having your moment, I think Fuzz comes out of the bar and kind of like motions for Giuseppe to come over. Not Fuzz, Quill. Quill motions from the bar to come inside. To you
Oh,
specifically.
okay. Me specifically? Okay, then I come along.
All right. She kind of like brings you over to the bar and is like, look, boss, I'm like real sorry about November. I know he's kind of a shithead, but like, he's family, you know? like, I don't know what he's done to y'all, but like, I can't really like, I don't know. I just want to say sorry about the way he acts. He's kind of a bully, but like, he's I'm talking in circles. You know, I had like no idea y'all were working for BG for like, or like we're getting chased by BG and shit. So like, this is kind of a what do they call this?
Awkward moment.
I mean, yeah, that sure definitely fucking is, man. But I'm talking about like, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
He's a thorn in our side, but I can't fault you for it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not gonna fault me for it, I ain't gonna push. So,
As long as you don't
no.
like help him too much, just
I mean, I barely talk to the guy. It's just like he's like the last bit of family I got,
that's fair. I don't really have much family myself. Actually, I don't think I have any really.
Well,
Been a long time since I've seen any
makes
of them, at least.
that probably makes a lot of us. If I'm being honest. But yeah, so I guess we'll let the bygones be the bygones. Y'all, I didn't know, or my brother's November, and you didn't tell me anything when you hired me. So even.
Yeah, I did not expect we'd get into all of this stuff when we hired you. We just need like a medic for a while, and so I was like, oh, you can stay on for a few months, and
I
then
thought you
this
wanted a
happened.
bartender, but damn, all right.
Bartender, but now we need a net medic more.
You sure fucking do, pal. Anyway, I guess I gotta go. Some people are really knocking heads around today.
Yeah, we think we got it handled pretty well. Hopefully, we should be navigating to a new place soon enough.
Yeah, it's a real good idea, man, that that we got like a bunch of shit from Millions. Like we got pain meds, we got gauze and shit. We even got some like weird pills. I don't even know what really they're for. But they basically just told me to like give them to some of the crew sometimes. One's just like Spiro some, and there's like testy stuff. I don't know what it does, but like, I give it to them. They don't complain. I'm not gonna fucking say anything. It's hard enough to get in these goddamn freak show shots,
You know a lot more about this medical stuff than I do. Seems like a pretty
Yeah, well,
exciting
that's
topic for
pretty
you.
obvious. Not 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 being like rude or nothing, but you don't know a goddamn thing. Not being rude or anything, but you're fucking clueless.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna go before I fucking get my fill fired. If you say, okay.
You still got your pay up. Don't worry. I'm not cutting you.
Thank God. Okay, bye. And she kind of like traipses out.
Have a nice evening.
Yeah, bye. But while the door is swinging, in comes also Fuzz. Kind of like looking behind herself that Quill's leaving. He's like, boss,
Yes, Fuzz?
we need to talk.
Oh, boy.
So, how are things?
They're doing, like, okay. I mean, we just had, like, a near brawl brew up on the deck, but we got that sorted out for now. And we're just about to course to a new place.
Yeah, you solved that with your gun, huh?
You give me no choice sometimes.
A choice, huh? Alright. I guess I'll just come out with it. What do you plan on doing with November?
Haven't a clue, honestly.
Are you sure?
Well,
It seems
for a
like you
long
probably
time I
have a
was
clue.
For a long time I was planning to just like, as soon as I get a good chance, like far enough to see, I was just gonna like chuck him over and then be done with it.
You were gonna off him, huh?
Yeah.
Has anything changed?
It's.
Let me make this real
I
easy
hate
for
picking.
you, actually. And she kind of walks up to you, and like you're behind the bar. She kind of walks behind the bar slowly, and then gets real close to you. And she like, and by close I mean like she pushes against you with her arm and pushes you against the wall. And you can feel something particularly sharp pointing at your like stomach. And she goes, "You won't do a goddamn thing to November.
Okay. Okay
He's the
then.
last thing that Quill's got, and I'm not going to allow the last thing Quill's got in this world to leave.
Okay.
The only thing making this boat worth anything is Quill, and I won't see you ruin her goddamn life.
That's
I'll
fair.
forgive all the violence you're visiting upon people if you just leave her alone."
I tried to push myself back up a little bit. All right,
She
I
digs
gotcha.
it deeper.
Oh, okay.
"You'll leave when
I
I say.
gotcha.
All right? I'm glad we had this talk." And then she just sticks the knife back into its little holster and gets off you just as the rest of your crew walk in. And Fuzz just kind of waves and goes, "Have a nice day."
Hey guys, how's it going? We're just talking about the spirits in here, you know. Let me just
"Hey
restock the
man,
thing.
did you see that fucking brawl? That was sick. She just knocked those three out so easy."
Donnell, we do not. I'm sorry, Donnell, but we do not condone excessive acts of brutality on this ship at the
You
moment.
don't, but I do. I don't
Control
even know what the
yourself.
fuck condone means, man. Does it mean think it's sick as fuck?
Yeah, let's go with that. Honestly.
You fool. Darnell will remember that.
Oh,
Bung's just kind of eyeing you a bit. Is everything alright kind of look? Arms crossed, kind of
I give some sort of brief hand signal that just means I got it all sorted out. Don't worry.
He shrugs.
You guys doing anything at the moment? I need to get back to navigating pretty soon.
Well, Killjoy here was just keeping a bunch of people from knocking heads around, and I'm just come on, dude, live a little. Let them let you know what I mean, right? Yeah.
Am I in earshot
Concerned
of
about
this?
how many people
You
knocking people
definitely
on the
are.
heads around here.
I want to just
Just to be honest.
I want to pat Darnell on the head since I'm in here.
You pap him on the head,
Pap on the head. Not a slap, just
just kind of
yeah, you stop that. Stop that.
he's like,
None of
hey,
this.
bud.
None of that.
Yeah, fucking okay, Dad. I'll go talk to my other dad, who's a little more fun. And
Wait, who's the other dad?
You.
Oh, you know.
If I were your dad, you'd be grounded.
Yeah, well, if I was your dad, you'd be dead.
Oh!
Oh my god. I'm just I'm just rubbing my
He
face
looks
at
real
the
proud
moment.
of that one, just so you know. He's like, "Ha, idiot."
Oh lord.
God, I'm taking. Okay, Rusty's.
Remember that time
Hey.
Darnell did that cool thing?
No.
No.
Remember how that was one? He got the box. Remember?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty rad.
You know that
And that
Arthur
was
meme?
it?
You know the Arthur
Nothing
meme
else.
where he's got his fist clenched?
Oh, because he's about to punch his sister.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about that. Rusty's just that right
Rusty's
now.
just
He's
at that
about
I
to
point.
would.
punch Darnell.
I have more
Hey,
restraint
I'm outta
than
here, have
anybody.
Actually, I changed my mind. Can someone please grab me mild mild bottle, please?
You're behind the counter.
You're behind the counter, man.
Oh
See
yeah.
ya, I'm out of here.
Oh yeah, I'm losing my mind. I pushed myself past Fuzz a little and just grab something,
Is there a
uncork
perk
it,
for
and
alcoholic?
because I'm not the dignified one anymore, I just slurp it.
Yeah,
Is
does
there
Hey,
is there an alcoholic perk?
yeah, can Napalm get that?
the perk is that whenever I decide it, you'll start fucking getting real shitted.
Okay.
What?
Shit'll get worse
Okay.
for you.
Oh no, I don't want to get that drunk.
That's alcoholism. Well, no,
Oh.
keep doing that because that's
Keep
obviously
doing
what
it.
fucking he's doing it.
Good
but-
stuff. It's good writing.
It's just mild stuff. This is
Lug,
this is a mild one.
we haven't talked about Lug in a bit. Lug, what did you do after that scuffle? We didn't really even talk about what you were doing.
Well, obviously he's just kind of gone back to his workshop. Is Quill there?
Quill isn't there. Quill is currently, I think, working on another of the Velcrones. It seems Thistle's kind of making the rounds, and they're kind of getting their shit kicked in. Quill's just like, I swear to fucking God, you goddamn idiots gotta stop just, like, threatening her. And they're like, well, she fucking started it. And it's like, look, she's, like, sheltered or something, alright? I'm not gonna, like, go into it, but, like, stuff's weird. Just quit fucking with them. And I'm just like, oh, you're such a goddamn fucking... Nah. And it's like, Vibribbon... I think Vibribbon is one of the Velcrons, right?
Yeah.
Vibribbon, you gotta fucking stop this. If you get any more knocked up, I'm gonna start charging you. I'm just like, oh god, for what? Like, a dab of alcohol and, like, 1 aspirin? And, like, you don't even know what the fuck aspirin is. You don't even know what a medicine is. And it's like, yeah, but... Oh, fuck, fine, I guess. Sure, I'll stop fucking... I swear to God. And it's like, okay, get the fuck out of here. Like, you've been fine for, like, 15 minutes. You've just been complaining for, like, forever. It's like... And they walk out the door. And Quill's just like, oh, hey, Lug, how's it fucking going, I guess?
Right. And he kind of saunters on up to whatever counter is there. And he kind of does a thing where he kind of, like, bends half his body over onto the counter, kind of elbow propped up, and he's just gonna, like...
I think you actually just sit on your, like, medical bed.
Oh, yeah, no, he's doing that on the bed, probably.
Okay.
So he's standing up, but he's laying on it halfway.
Well, considering you're so short, I think it's kind of difficult for you to lay any part of your body on it.
He made the height to compensate.
Okay, understandable.
So... How's medicine?
Well, you know, it's medicine. People... I wish I didn't have to use so much of it already, but people are being stupid. If I'm being honest, like, I'm not gonna say much, but, like, you know, we're going through some painkillers.
Your tools working?
No, I've been working barehanded. What the fuck are you talking about? That's what's a joke. My tools work fine. I'm not using tools. I'm not doing surgery. What the fuck, man? Man.
Ugg kind of gets back up with a good crack in the back. Very unnatural sounding crack. And he goes to his workstation and he just kind of starts... He's shuffling around. He's looking at what he has to work with right now. He wants to just kind of juggle around some parts.
Yeah, if it wasn't obvious, Quill was definitely just kind of being like, wait, no, you should probably get that looked at. All right. Yeah, if Lug's just gonna look at some more parts, that's cool.
Yeah, he's trying to think of anything. He's eyeing that lighter. He wants to do something.
Oh no.
Yeah, oh god, oh no.
He doesn't know what, though. He got this nice lighter, and he doesn't know what he can use it for.
Understandable. Let's see. Rusty, you were in the bar, right?
Yeah.
I think it's at this point that 3 of your Velcrons, the people who got beat, Venus Pellet and Murgo, kind of, like, barge in real pissy. And they sit at the bar, and they're just like, give us a good, you know, give it the stuff. One of them's got, like, a big bandage around their head that's, like, keeping their jaw in place. Another's got, like, pretty much, like, most of the middle of their face is just patched with, like, a big bloody, like, nose patch. And another's got, like, they have to hold the, like, ice pack on their shoulder.
Why do we have ice?
Oh no, not an ice pack. I suppose, like, just a cold pack.
Why do we have something to make cold packs? Like, make them cold.
You crack them. You know, like icy hot type things.
You don't have those. You have the gel things that you have to freeze, though.
Oh, right. Well, that's because it's reusable. These things aren't. But they are demanding of Giuseppe alcohols.
You can't have it. It's all mine. I needed dealing with you people.
Are you fucking kidding? Get in the fucking drink!
I'm gonna stomp on... not stomp. I'm gonna tread on over there and tell him not to go so heavy on the stuff. The stuff. I don't specify alcohol, I just say the stuff.
Yeah, y'all never know what the hell it is.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, well, when someone kicks in the door and here comes Thistle.
God.
But this time the folks aren't saying shit. Like they're just like, you know, heads down, not saying shit, just like kind of not cold shoulder, but like, you know, this person kicked my ass, so I'm not gonna fucking do anything about it.
Yeah.
And she walks up to the bar, like sits down like a wolf, and he's like, "I ain't had none of this kind of stuff before. You can get me any, or I'm gonna have to pour myself a glass."
I also tell her to please go easy on it. The stuff.
She like gives you a big side eye, and doesn't say anything.
No reaction. Absolutely no reaction.
Just like fucking.
Like
just,
whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, like whatever.
Like okay.
You gonna give me that look? You gonna give me that look, huh? Yeah, okay. Alright.
But what is Giuseppe's response?
I'm just like, I guess I'm like drinking the bottle at the moment. I like take it down. I'm not like super buzzed yet. Maybe just a little. And it's like say, "What do you want? What do you want?"
Please.
The thing, the stuff. Is that what you fuckers call it?
Am I allowed to go behind the bar?
I don't know what we call it. Honest, we got a lot of stuff in here. Let me go look in it. I open like the cup. There's not a cupboard. There's just like a shelf. I just look at the shelf.
I want to go behind the bar and please take the bottle from Giuseppe. He's drinking too goddamn much.
Does Giuseppe allow that?
My grip is just like not that good at the moment. I just like let it fall out of my hands into his.
Okay. Do I know
So
where...
is that so? Like this will speak up. So is that what happens when you drink a bunch of this stuff, or is that just like because you're dumb?
That's just how Giuseppe is, honestly.
Yeah, that's just how he is.
Does Giuseppe just say that?
Yeah.
He speaks about himself in the third person.
Yeah, that's just what
So Rusty
Giuseppe
just says
is.
that. So Rusty just says that. That's just how he is.
Yeah, that's just how he is.
Hard to believe that you're the one who killed the queen.
Yeah, I know, right?
And Rusty's fumbling around trying to look for 4 glasses.
But I saw that shit fair and square, so I guess I have to believe it.
Do I find the glasses, yes or no?
You do find the glasses.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna set them down.
You know, there's a
just
pretty
lies
bad
down on
recording
the
of you
bed,
guys
just
going
waiting.
around of y'all fighting the monarch.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know if you know what the hell that is, but every person on this boat, besides your foreign folk, saw exactly what the kind of moves, I'll call them, y'all did. I'll say I'm kind of impressed with you, Rusty.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason I signed on to this, if I'm honest.
Really, huh?
And,
Yeah, I wasn't too impressed with your friends, but that sliding thing was pretty sick.
Giuseppe mutters like, "I did pretty good." He's like sitting in a stool right now.
Thanks, buddy.
And, he's starting to pour, not a lot, into these glasses. Just like enough, I guess.
She kind of reaches over to try to grab the glass or the bottle.
No, I'm gonna pap, not slap, pap, another pap, and move the bottle away.
You'll get yours, don't worry.
She growls, but like sits back down.
Continues to pour it.
You know, don't even begin to try to tell me to get along with anybody here, but I think I could get along with you.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah?
Yeah, you're not exactly nuanced in your moves, but I can see it.
I'm so sorry.
You're obviously not as good as I am, but hey, if you want to learn something, then maybe we could, I could train you.
I prefer not to do violence when possible.
You know that's a lie. You loved it.
No,
I saw
didn't.
your look on the face on that camera.
Listen.
You can lie to yourself all your life all you want, but I'll be here waiting.
All
Now
right.
give me that goddamn drink.
Yeah, he shoves not shoves, but like pushes the drink over, like one of the glasses.
She downs it and is like, "It's just this shit takes shit. It's bad.
Yeah.
What the hell?"
Yeah, that's why I don't drink it.
And he gives the other 3
Give me
glasses
another.
to the Velcrons.
God.
Another.
She like reaches over and takes one of their drinks.
Can I slap? Can I slap
we'll
her hand before she does that?
You can slap, but she's not gonna stop.
At this point, one of the band members just walked over and given Giuseppe a glass of water.
Yeah, straight from the filter.
Straight from the filter.
And she's like, "This stuff is shit. Why do people pay for this? I'm gonna..." And then she just like kind of falls off the chair.
He looks over to the bottle. Looks over to Giuseppe.
I didn't think. Which one did you get? I didn't think it was that strong.
It's the same one you've been using all day, so it's not really that strong. Like, it's the bottle you were just straight drinking out of.
I didn't pour a lot. Rusty didn't pour a lot.
No, you poured very little. It's a shot glass.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
I didn't even fill the shot glass. I poured it like halfway, maybe. I didn't put a lot in there.
Listen, Muster, you gotta go easy on people. They not a lot of people get like powered drinks these days.
I filled it halfway.
I said some people just that's how it be, Musto.
Rusto.
Hey, Rusto, what's going on, my boy? Hey, Jimbo.
Oh
God.
Giuseppe really needs to drink water right now.
I guess I'm gonna get another, or grab the glass and refill it for the fellow crone that Thistle took the drink from.
They were looking pretty sour for a moment, but you gave her a new drink, and it's like, okay. Yeah. Like, they'll take it. And it's like hard to believe that fucking monster is so bad at holding a drink. I think the one speaking right now would be Pellet. Pellet, not Pallet. Yeah, Pellet. Pellet is, let's see. Let's say her hair seems like it's replaced with like very downy feathers. Yep. She has like lots of very tiny feathers on like her arms and stuff. They're very hard to see, but they're there. It makes her look like she's kind of like shiny. But she has them like kind of slicked back for her actual hair. So it kind of looks like a Phoenix Wright kind of thing. Because they taper into points on the back.
Yeah.
It's like, so what the hell is she talking about, a recording? What the fuck is that?
I would not know.
How did she see the fight? Not even we got to see the fight. Did you take her and not us?
I'm not quite sure. We just took a handful of people.
Like, no, you just went with Lena and and the bar folks.
Rusty's a little confused. He legitimately thought he's getting his days mixed.
I must be getting my days mixed up.
No, I'm sorry. I'm actually being a complete shit.
Oh.
You took your cult. And
Yeah.
I'm being a dumbass.
Yeah.
It's like,
Rusty's not completely insane. He's not going.
Did you disguise her? What's up? What? Whatever. Look, I'm not gonna like question it, but like, fucking get your act straight, man.
Right, I mean, I'm trying.
Also, if we fight again, don't get into the middle of it, because like that's pussy shit.
What?
Don't be a bro. It's like, don't be a baby type shit. Like, come on, you don't get in the middle of that. It's like dual stuff. I mean, I know there was 3 of us, but like, come on.
Why is everyone around here so like obsessed with like duels or whatever? Oh God.
I'm not sure why you're
What is
thinking
this?
that. Okay.
If anything, I think by now Lug has figured something out.
Okay.
You know how like air rifles work?
Mm-hmm. Pneumatic rifles?
Yeah. Like a little mini cannon sort of thing. 3 barrels. They rotate. Then basically each barrel is a different mode. One for shooting blunt stuff, one for shooting some sort of scatter, and one for shooting lit Molotovs.
Oh God.
How big is this?
He would have to hold it with 2 hands, and it would probably be hefty. He couldn't carry it with him all the time.
All right. Holy shit.
Basically something made to. There's incapacitate mode for like just shooting blunt stuff. Disperse mode, shooting a bunch of stuff at once, kind of like the trash cannon.
Right.
And just shooting a bomb.
Okay, so you're making this a project?
Yep. New project.
Okay.
Is this gonna be our Jerry killer?
So this is going to, let's see.
The main intention of this is it's something that won't kill.
Right,
That's
it's
something
something
that'll
that.
incapacitate.
Well, I mean, the Molotovs part.
Except for the bomb. Except for the bomb, that kills.
So I forgot. Like,
Bombs.
one's blunt shit, one's the bomb, and what's the other one?
Shoots kind of like in a spread sort of thing, kind of like very close range stuff.
That doesn't sound very incapacitating.
Or main.
That sounds just like a shotgun.
Yeah.
No,
That's
but
just
it's
a
like
shotgun.
okay, but like it's like a punch in the gut. It's not like a bullet.
A punch
Like
in
a
the
pellet?
gut.
Like yeah, it's just like small rocks.
I mean, like, you could do that if you wanted, like, a beanbag launcher. but
it's
if-
essentially a beanbag
If you're
launcher.
shooting small rocks, that's still
Yeah,
that's basically
It'll
that's just a
fucking
rock
hurt.
version of a shotgun.
I don't like that. I don't want to get
What if
shot
it
by
was-
this.
What if it was a net?
Yeah, that works. A net shooter.
Yeah.
I'd say that each one of these would be like you could count it as like reload,
Yeah.
except in the case where everything's shot, in which case it would be slow.
Right.
So like, you can shoot, do the reload action to like get your next thing ready to shoot. But if you've shot all three things, then it's like you'll have to slowly load the bullshit in.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's going to, let's see. I'll make the first one an ore. And it's either going to be, you'll have to add, you already have a lathe, right?
What's that?
That's the thing that like cuts metal.
Yes.
You have a lathe. So what else would be involved?
I would say the hardest bit would be the getting it to actually shoot using air.
Right. Okay, I got it. You'll have to find two things. Or actually, no, let's see. No, we'll make one is you'll have to build, fix, or figure out an air tank. Like the pneumatic mechanism. You'll need to find 3 high-quality pipes that are large enough for what you want. And I think it'll take a couple days of work. You writing this down?
Yep.
Nice. Send me the notes later.
I can do a more detailed thing. This is just I wrote like one sentence for this journal.
Right, you wrote like some truncated shit, like find the thing, make the thing, do the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's rad. Was there anything anybody wanted to like do or get off their chest at the moment?
I think he's still like, trying to sober up. He should probably be done pretty soon. I don't think I need to act as drunk Giuseppe too much longer.
What?
You all seem to like drunk Giuseppe.
Oh.
Giuseppe.
Okay, that's what you meant.
I want to kick Giuseppe.
Okay.
Not like a kick, but like tap with the leg.
Alright, roll for aggro.
Leg
Okay.
paps are usually called kicks, but
Kick.
alright.
Not like with the side. Not a hard kick. Not a hard kick.
Okay. Are you saying anything with that, or are
a
you just like,
punt.
kind of like
Doing
bipping
it.
him?
Bipping him.
Okay.
Hush, please.
Oh, okay, Busto.
Okay, so y'all are kind of like, it's settled down a bit. People are being shitty, but whatever. People are, just so you know, Lug, people are coming kind of in and out of your workshop to kind of get like, mostly just aspirins and painkillers because they keep getting their shit kicked in. Well, no, not right now actually, because Thistle's out, but they're still in and out because they're like complaining about food shit. Like the millions are in there because they're like, the shit's too salty, it's too much fucking fish. What the hell is wrong with you people? And the Velcrons are like, what is this extra bullshit? I've never had this stuff. It tastes like garbage. What the fuck is a salt? What the fuck is a paprika? What the hell is this packet supposed to be? And they like hold up like mashed potato packet.
And they're all complaining to Lug for no real reason.
I mean, they're complaining to Quill a little bit because they think that like, oh, this is gonna make me sick. But then they like kind of just slowly turn to Lug and they're just like, Lug, and they're just being big fucking babies about it.
And they can't go
Wow, I didn't choose these people to be on my ship.
and they can't go to Rusty just giving them I don't know.
Yeah, that is
I
definitely
do
true.
not control the food. I guess I do actually. I think that's my job.
Lug is finding it hard to focus right now.
So what's Lug gonna do about it?
Who's the last person who came in?
You know what? We'll say H.
Damn it, I like H too much.
Too
Okay,
bad.
well then the last one we'll say was someone else. We'll say it's Khaki.
No, poor Khaki!
So what's going on?
Oh, what's going on?
Passive aggressively, I feel like Lug is. He's kind of his hands on his head, just kind of like. And Kaki's not like. Kaki's not like up in Lug's grill, are they?
No, Kaki's a bit more like not shitty. Like Kaki's just like complaining about shit.
Lug grabs a bottle and goes outside. He's just gonna kind of chuck that into the ocean as far as he can.
You just take one of your empty bottles and you're just like, like, okay, count to 10.
Yeah.
Breathe in,
like,
breathe out, throw the fucking bottle.
Yeah.
Okay.
This can only go so well.
It's Jerry.
No. If only you were so lucky. You chuck the bottle and it plunks with a nice satisfying dunk. When, let's see. Yeah, I think Kaki comes back out, like, after all this shit. And it's obvious that, like, you left because Kaki was kind of being shitty. And he comes up and he's like, Quill gave me a big run through, so I'm just, I'll keep it short. I'm sorry about being shitty.
It's fine.
It's just that it's, everything's so fucking salty, and I'm sure I'm getting mercury poisoning, and there's so much fucking fish. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Why you have so much fish? And it's like obvious that Kaki's starting to work himself up again. And just like, there's so much fucking fish. Don't you have anything else to eat? God fucking damn it! I swear to God with you people.
Lug just kind of sits down in a fetal position, not like a upset fetal
People
position.
know that they're in an ocean. Do they
He's just
what do
kind
they think
of
they got on a boat for?
just kind of one of those things where it's just like you're done and you just kind of want to get
Aw.
into a comfortable position. So he's just kind of defaulted to.
Okay,
He's
Kaki
not fine.
just bitches his fucking heart out for a couple more minutes, and while he's
God.
doing that, we're gonna switch over to y'all. You can hear this faintly in the
Poor
distance through the walls. But people have come in, come out, they get a drink, they go back out. The being buzzed makes them feel like they're strong. They, try to punch each other, they fuck up, and then they go back to Quill. But at this point, a couple folks are particularly in there. Yeah, two people that just kind of look almost completely identical. Those those kinds of couples that are so into each other, they just kind of copy each other's look to the point where they just become the same person.
Thankfully, I've never met any, but yes.
Okay, well, you know the concept, but that's these two folks. Rusty, you recognize that they mentioned their names were Lost and Found,
Oh,
and they kind of walk in this it's real eerie. They walk in at the same pace. They walk in this almost marching, but it's really weird. The major way that you can tell them apart is that one of their they're both kind of covered in a weird, or no, these are the millionaires. So I guess they're just Lenas that just look way too Lena.
Lena, but more Lena.
Lena, but more.
This is always a good sign.
That's great.
It's like a millionaire that took their identity as Lena too far, but still have different names. But they kind of come in looking all the fucking world like the twins from The Shining, and they go, "This food sucks. It sucks very much," says the other one.
Complaining to Rusty.
They're just kind of saying it into the room. Really. What is your response?
I'm gonna say I'm already out from behind the counter. The bottle highest shelf, so then neither Giuseppe or nobody else can reach it. Foremost.
This is high
While you're
treason.
going around the bar, they continue. It's salty. There's not enough flavor. There's no seasoning, and I hope you understand that these are them saying things in turn.
Yeah.
It's the drinks are non-existent except for alcohol, and that's not good. That makes you very what's the word for it, babe? Dehydrated. Yeah, dehydrated. It's horrible. How have you lived like this all your lives?
I eat metal for a living.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. Yeah, I guess it kind of does. Anyway, we didn't come here to just complain. We're cooking for you now.
Oh?
So, whoever does it, stop. It's bad. Giuseppe, I think you do the cooking.
I guess I do. I mean, not right now. I'm not cooking. I'm like just about to sober it up.
Okay, how do you feel about
Um,
this?
I mean, I never considered myself a good cook. I considered like myself more of like a musician and a manager. So like,
That's
I guess
obvious.
what?
But Rusty kind of stifles a laugh.
Okay, I get like a little like angry for a second, but then I'll like tune it back down. I mean, if you guys think you can give a good cook, give it like a test run, see how everyone feels. Don't like poison our food or anything.
No promises. Unless
Uh,
you're allergic to flavor.
oh, okay. I see how it is.
I am actually.
He still looks like a little offended, just a little bit. This was a slight stroke to his ego, but he's still like he's gonna let them. He doesn't have any reason not to.
Good. And they're just kind of like, they just say good and they're there.
I'm like step behind the counter now. I'm like, I think I'm done here.
They both kind of like, wait, you step out from behind the counter or you step behind it?
Out from behind it.
Okay.
Like I just like put my feet, I just like climb over it.
They just kind of watch you.
Right? Okay.
Sometimes you just don't want to bother anymore.
You ever just want to go ape shit?
Everybody on the ship is currently really wants to go ape shit.
Yeah, they
So,
do, actually.
yes. I think eventually they just like quietly slink out. Lug, you're still being screamed at. And the fucking sauce!
Can
You
I
have
go
no
outside?
sauce! You can't have fried fish without sauce! And I swear to God, if
wanna
you
go
did
out-
any one goddamn thing, this would be
Please?
better, but you don't do
Please?
anything!
Please!
You come out and do that?
Yeah,
Is that what you're
please,
doing?
please.
Okay, it's pretty loud at this point, so you can.
Please. And put my hands. Calmly. Shoulder. Both of them. Please.
He goes, yeah, well,
We good?
okay.
We good?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I think we're good.
Breathe in. Okay, you good?
Yeah, that really works. And then you see out like the corner of your eye, like an object that's flying through the air. It's a chair.
Oh!
Oh, not again.
Damn it.
Khaki loses it and runs for wherever that chair was coming from. And you hear like about as loud as like 20 people can get, which is pretty loud.
Okay, well, I'm gonna rush on over. See what the commotion is.
In the middle of the deck, the millionaires seem to be in a huge fucking brawl with the Velcrones. Like, very one-sided. Like, or that is to say, like, they form sides.
Yeah.
Like, it's punching and kicking and hair pulling and screaming, and they're just like, just every, it's bedlam. It's hell. It's like, what the
It's
fuck?
Lug's time to shine.
Yeah, Lug, who is
I
currently
like-
crying.
Sippy
I'm
hears this,
not.
like looks out the bar and goes, "Oh no, oh fucking no, I'm not doing this today. Fuck this." And then he goes over to like his quarters to grab
Grab some what?
something that's big and a cannon.
Contrary to that, and this is bad because I have this one in it. Lug is going to seduce or manipulate. Lug is going to grab the multi-gun V.1. You remember that piece of shit?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that piece of shit.
Area of effect, very loud. He's not aiming at them. He's gonna kind of like push it to his chest because that's how you gotta hold it.
You remember that this
Yeah.
also has the piece of shit modifier. You have to roll a d6, and if it's, I'll say if it's evens, it doesn't work.
His second roll is above 7 gun jams.
Oh, okay.
Roll 2d6 if second roll is above 7 gun jams.
Okay.
No, 2 sets of d6. 2d6.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. And he's not aiming it at them. He's deliberately
Yeah.
kind of like
He's doing the like
aiming
firing
away.
into the air thing.
yeah, he's firing it there, but he kind of has to arc himself back to do it with how the gun is.
Okay.
So let's
Um,
see.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that, I suppose. The actual roll. Oh! Second, the fuck up roll. Oh! Oh, wait, no, that's
oh
good, right?
no.
The second one's good.
Yeah,
It's-
second's good. Second's
okay,
good.
It still works. It doesn't explode. I'm sad.
I wanna.
That would have been so good.
Please, can
So-
I roll?
God.
I wanna roll to interfere. I don't want this.
Is Lug near you?
No, I don't think so. I think
I don't think
Look.
you can psychically do that unless you fuck
At
him.
this point, he's doing this to be very, very loud.
I understand. I think you accomplished being loud, but the way that you do this, you had to like, if I remember correctly, you had to like press it against your chest to get it to
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
You didn't realize that there was a lot of recoil to 4 guns.
It's
And-
3.
Oh yeah, I thought it
Very-
was 3.
You arc, and like you have to arc your back. You're saying to like shoot in the air. You're not stable, and the very first shot, bam! You just plump onto the floor, and you knock your head against like the nearest wall.
What?
Just like plump.
Life's getting the shit today.
The like crowd like looks at you like just kind of a collective like nerd, and then goes right back to it.
Okay. I want to do frenzy.
Hell yeah, okay.
I want to be,
At this-
please, everybody, please. Up. Oh, hold on.
Well, you have to
At this
speak
point, I think
truth
I'm
to
like
the mob.
slowly
Hold
dragging
on.
the shrapnel gun out. I don't want to use it, but I'm going to keep it around because this needs more than just a single knife gun.
Right.
It's really heavy, so I'm like having trouble carrying it, especially since I'm still slightly inebriated.
Yeah.
sorry.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
well,
alright.
I'm gonna roll for frenzy, I guess.
Go ahead.
That is.
This is not you trying to get real angry though, so it's taking a -2.
Yeah, I'm aware. So it's just gonna be +1.
Okay.
And if this goes wrong, they turn against me. I'm well aware of this.
I'm
I'm well aware of what I'm doing. I'm well aware of what I'm doing.
Sidekick bot, why?
I'm well aware. Well, I'm gonna yell,
Oh,
please,
boy.
everybody calm down. And then when I realize that doesn't work, I'm going to take off my baby. Take the egg off real quick. And calmly, like, move baby away. Because I realize what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. It's happened before. It's going to happen again. It's happening again right now. I'm moving baby away.
Okay, so you just kind of do the people, please. Let's settle our differences with communication.
Yeah, calmly.
And they just kind of look at you, and like their collective anger, kind of like, if like glares could burn, you wouldn't have a head. And you like, you take your little your swaddle off, and you like put it like, I think you like reach into the storeroom, and you just kind of like open the door a little bit, put it there, just nudge it in, and close the door.
The baby doesn't get hurt.
And then you kind of just like, I suppose, stand there waiting for your punishment.
Yeah. Presty's not gonna run off. Presty knows. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. He can't swim. There's no way. There's no way out of this.
Can I... What happened? Okay, I want someone to make a move towards Rusty, and I want to do something as well.
How do you mean?
I want to do something, but I want things to progress first. So I just want to let you know in advance that, like, hey, I'm thinking.
I'm currently planning to like move towards possibly with the cannon unloaded so I can like use it as another threatening tactic. Because that seems to be all I'm good for at the moment.
Well,
Okay, well, you'll do that after some stuff. It's like a wave. It's not so much like you're getting hit as like there's a lot of pressure because everyone's just kind of on you.
well,
There's like, you are getting hit, but it's less like you're getting hit and more like you're just kind of there and you're just kind of getting hurt. Because like, you kind of become out of sight to most of them, so like you're kind of forgotten relatively quick. And so it kind of goes back into the bedlam, but you are in the middle of it is the problem.
yeah.
And it turns out being in the middle of a mosh pit is the worst place to be in a mosh pit.
Yes, it is. It is.
I'm gonna say like nobody's taken like damage today. I think this does one damage.
Lug has taken damage.
Have you?
Absolutely.
He's gonna say
Emotional damage, but
No,
No,
getting kicked.
he's at 3:00.
why?
The shit that's happened to him today, he is hurting.
I don't think it's anything that caused like lasting damage. Like
you're
you
lucky.
shot a gun against your chest and knocked your head around. It's okay.
1:00.
I swear to sure. You take 1 damage armor penetrating.
Okay.
You're just in there, and I don't think you're even making a sound. You're just like,
It's happening. This is happening.
This
Yes.
is the thing, and it's happening.
This sucks.
You just outwardly go, "This sucks," and then like Nickel's there, and she's just like, "Yeah, it kind of does, huh?" And also kind of get the kick in on you,
That's fair. That's fair.
and then, oh wait, was it Zink or Nickel that sounds like a fuck? Or that's a sick. I can't. Okay, Nickel is okay, I'm fine. Zink was like, yeah, it sure does, and like kind of kicks you, and then Nickel's like, I think this is pretty fun, and kind of like stomps on your hand a bit.
With friends like these.
Well, hey, the cult is affected by this, so everyone's here.
At least
They're
they're not.
all-
They're all in it.
Listen, at least they're not
Fuck it.
fighting each other. At least they're not fighting each other.
They're still fighting each other.
Oh. Damn. Damn.
They're I mean, some are like, look, like you're in a mosh pit. Everybody's getting hit.
Yeah, but they're not like deliberately fighting each other, are they? They're deliberately trying to deliberately hit me, but hitting each other on accident. In the
Well, it's like there's only
division.
so much room around
Yeah.
you for them to hit. So they have
Yeah.
to hit each other somehow.
Okay, but they're not like intentionally
not,
at
like,
each other.
I guess like it's more of
Okay.
a like chaotic free for all than it is like a side by side like Velcrones versus millionaires.
Well, I've done something at least.
Okay. Glug
First
is-
Apom.
right.
Apom, what were you doing? Giuseppe.
Okay, I think I just need to go stir crazy at the moment. I don't want to have my cannon loaded just in case like an accident happens and I misfire it and accidentally kill my crew. So like I take the current like shrapnel gun, I slam it on the ground and yell, "I have had enough. Nobody move or I'm blown." And that would be like a go aggro roll, I believe.
That sure is. Go
Somebody's
ahead. I'll
going
give
to-
you a
somebody's
+1.
losing it today.
I'll give you a +1 for the fuck off gun.
Okay, what? Hey, Mom, you shouldn't have done that 100 rolls of just D1s.
Did I not roll out all of our ones?
No, you should have done it 1,000.
Oh no.
Well, no, that was actually an omen.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
God.
I fucked up. Okay, we're giving this a go. Come on, show me.
Holy
Yes,
shit!
that's
Very
the
good.
money.
So
Damn,
that's,
it's still ones.
That is a full 12 in.
Damn, Apom's getting the best rolls.
It's still ones.
Things are finally
Bennett.
looking up, all because I'm starting to resort to violence like you guys are.
Oh, excuse you?
So they either have to capitulate or suck it up. Yep, cave or force your hand. I think this gun has particular meaning to at least half of them. So like, it's like, and they kind of did get most of the shit off, and like their anger was redirected. So I think, they're just like, they don't so much like, they don't look like they're like going with what you're telling them to do. They just kind of all just like disperse. They just like go on with their lives.
Oh, that was easier than I thought.
Nickel and Zink are there with you though, and they pull Rusty up.
No, I swat him away. No, I swat him away. I want to lay down
What?
a little bit.
Oh, alright.
Please.
They're just kind of staring at you. It's
Give
like,
me a moment.
okay.
Alright.
Well, that was pretty rad.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't really know what I did there. I was just, guess it's the alcohol a bit.
Rusty waves up wearily, like he's ready now. He's okay.
Zink looks to Giuseppe and is like, "You should get drunk more often then."
I wouldn't, I shouldn't, but it worked this time.
My best ideas come from me when I'm drunk, so hey, can't be a bad thing.
Rusty wheezes.
And like, I think Nickel's just like, okay, and like, claps you on the back and he's like, "Let's get you to Quill."
Thank you.
I think that's good for today.
Nothing but turmoil.
I'm glad.
Nothing but turmoil.
I'm glad.
Been a
I'm
long
glad
time
Giuseppe
well,
finally decided to go apeshit.
he kind of did.
I didn't expect to be doing this twice, but it's just like, oh, I mean, I guess I got this gun. Might as well, like,
Hey, I did also mark
use it.
hard for you, right? So hey,
Yeah, it's too hard. I think I got 2 hard rolls this session, so that's good.
that's good. Also, if everyone remembers, interfere rolls you gain +1 HX. I think with the interferer, if I remember correctly. Let me check. Maybe I'm like talking wrong. I'm looking for it. Don't worry. Okay, never mind. You don't get anything for that, which makes sense because it is with your HX. But yeah, nobody really did anything against each other too much. Okay, so seems like that's the end of this session, right? Just a lot of people being real pissed off and hitting each other, which is to say, a good Apocalypse World session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then end of session rolls, or not rolls, but who out of y'all knew Giuseppe better after today?
I would
think
personally give
Rusty
it
was
to
closer.
Rusty because Rusty had to like rein me in several times.
Yeah, you were in the bar most of the time as well. So
Yeah.
okay,
So-
+1 HX with Giuseppe.
On me?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice. Y'all have pretty high ones with each other at this point.
I need to improve mine a little bit more.
Who knew Rusty better?
He's been drunk and I held back Lug a few, or at least I
Alright.
fucking tried. God,
You tried.
God, I tried.
Oh my god, did he try?
So
Tries all the time
Hey, Lug, when
in this
market
institution.
So do I add one or does Seth add one?
You do.
Yeah, you do.
You've done this like 10 times. Come on, folks.
Listen, it's been a few months.
I know.
It's been a while.
I'm really hoping this like gets us kicked in the pants.
God, I
then,
hope
we
so
do
too,
it.
because I love this. I enjoyed all of this.
Yeah, I'm glad.
It's great.
Especially now that I'm not doing it for 3 fucking hours anymore.
Yeah, it feels good.
This was great. I hated it.
I guess this was like a good session to like get back into things. I'd say like give us aggression, give us more like character establishment.
Yeah, more
went
people
good.
doing things that are not involved with you.
Please don't hit Lug anymore. Lug's had
Yeah.
enough.
I entirely forgot that this will beat the shit out of Lug a bit.
How could you forget?
Cause I don't know, it was the beginning of the session.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the +1 with Rusty, Lug. Who knows Lug better now?
Seth.
Yeah,
Rusty.
Seth.
Right.
Okay.
So that means
I didn't like interact with people that much this session. Well, I didn't act with you guys this much since I was like
You were
drunk
busy
and
getting
trying to
drunk.
manage.
So-
People are nearly trying to kill me.
HX rolls over to 0 or does it roll over to 1?
Rolls over to 1.
And who gets the stat point now? The
Whoever gained the thing, like Rusty gains the point.
Alright. That also means I mark 1 experience, not for an improvement. I've got 2. No.
I
Does it
have
not roll
2 for
anything
my 2
particular
hard
for-
rolls.
No, I
Dang.
only rolled HX and weird.
Dang it. I'm sorry.
I actually did gain an improvement, and this would be my 5th.
Yeah. Wait, no. I think it's 6th, and then like the 6th ones you can. Let me think. I'm looking.
I thought it was 5th and onwards.
I'm looking. Doesn't say here. Improvements. There it is. Ungiven feature. Once you have improved 5 times. Yeah, once you have improved 5 times, then you can start taking your bullshit. Starting with your 6th improvement, you can take the 3 options below your bullshit.
Interesting.
So next one, you get to choose. Well, not the 3, the bunch of shit. There's like several. You can choose to give +1 to any stat up to a max of +3. Retire your character to safety. Create a second character to play. Change your character to a new playbook. Choose 3 basic moves and advance them, or advance the other 3 moves that you did not advance before.
I think
Right.
Lug's gonna retire pretty soon, honestly.
Y'all seem like you have a good retirement, but I don't know if you want to do that.
I kind of want to make another. I might try making another character when I get to that level, which is I'm almost in my 5th improvement.
Really? Just
I'm
gonna
not.
go straight to having a second character, huh?
I don't know. I'm thinking still.
Okay. Just to make it clear, I'd be fine. You should make your character that you make somebody else's friend and not your character's friend.
Yeah.
Also remember that you cannot aid or interfere with your own 2 characters. You do not share HX.
Fair enough.
That kind of stuff. You can have them talk as much as you like, but please, for the love of God, don't talk to yourself the whole session.
I need to get another voice if I do that.
You kind of do, huh?
Get your roommate.
I'm involving him in this tomfoolery.
Hey, get your dad to play.
I win.
No.
Win, get your dad to play.
No.
Like win.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
No.
We invite Jenny to play like a surrogate character.
That'd be good.
My dad used to play D&D, but I don't think he does that. He like last time I ever asked him was like when I was doing a D&D at my own house, and like we were like, "Hey, do you want to join?" He's like, "Nah." So it's like I think he's past that. You know, he's set aside his childish things.
I think some of my uncles may do it, but I don't know.
Watching your character, your friends' characters, shit kicked out of them.
Yeah, y'all kind of got like beat up this session in different ways.
Yeah, that was really good.
I didn't think like Fuzz was gonna like nearly draw a knife on me.
Yeah, Fuzz got fucking aggro as hell.
I loved that.
I wasn't even planning hurting November. I just was gonna like poke
Yeah,
at him
but
for
like,
a while.
Fuzz assumed that you were because like shit's gotten real violent lately.
Yeah.
Like you saw her, you heard her talking, like talking about how shit's been, like how you must be thinking nowadays. Like she
Yeah,
was
that
sure
makes
that the
sense.
moment that November came back and was a nuisance, that you were probably gonna fucking off him. It's also a bit interesting because like Fuzz had been fucked with by November before because she's been there from the start, but Quill is a new thing, so I guess that's how her like feelings on it changed. Like if Quill weren't around, I think Fuzz would probably be like fucking ice him.
Yeah, right then and there.
But I suppose that might be her thinking on it.
I'm glad I did like have like those extended interactions with my crewmates. That was like a lot of good stuff, especially the Donnell, since I think we've been like leaving him out for a while.
Yeah, sometimes I try to give him a good starring role in a scene or two, but
That's always good.
Establishing him as a brawl-loving drinker boy is always good.
He's doing good.
Yeah, he's having a hell of a time today. He watched that huge fucking fight, like that huge he like laughed his ass off when he saw everybody go for Rusty.
Good.
He's like,
Wow.
get him!
Oh, so he didn't partake? He just watched?
No, that was just all your cultists.
Okay. Making sure.
At the very least, since the next session, unless you roll bad fortunes, they're probably not going to feel like this again. So I think it's probably out of their system.
Sidekick bot.
Sidekick bot. That's 3 4s in a row.
Sidekick bot.
3 4s in a row. Were they even different rolls?
Yes, they were different rolls.
Yeah, 1 and 3, 1 and 2 plus 1, and 2 plus 2. Damn.
Yeah. Thanks, Sidekick bot. Honestly, this is what I wanted from Sidekick bot whenever I was talking to you earlier.
Was just
Josie.
like shitty rolls
Yes.
and like just making everything harder for you.
Yes, at the worst times. That's what I wanted from Sidekick bot.
I am glad, Apom, that you managed to get a good roll in that, because if you did not, they probably would have also attacked you, and then it just I don't know how I'd have backed that down.
I was worried that like I would actually end up like having to kill a person.
I had an idea
was
about
that?
the situation diffuse. I don't want to say it right now. I might use it later.
Okay, all right, I don't know if it's a secret or not.
It's not the.
Wants to keep it a suspense.
Okay, yes, that's fair. Okay.
Listen.
We're pretty much our most common viewers, so.
Yeah, I know. I reload the page every 5 hours, so then I get views.
Please don't.
I don't.
Yeah, I spend $500 a week on a bot farm.
Yeah.
To get views.
All 3 of them.
Unfortunately, they keep commenting about fucking finger puppets. I don't know what the fuck that's with.
Yeah, they've seemed to have grown intelligence and watch nothing but finger family friends videos, learning colors.
The bots that I paid for have stopped watching my videos and are all watching fucking Markiplier.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know what they're talking about. The LA gangs now? I don't understand what's going on.
The bots are the LA gangs.
Markiplier, look behind you.
The gangs are coming from inside the YouTube. So we do have somebody with an improvement.
Okay, I can talk now.
Get a new move from my character sheet, Bone.
Oh. Bonefeel.
Holy shit.
Bonefeel! I love this move. So just to reiterate, Bonefeel at the beginning of the session, that means 2 different start of session rolls. Yes.
Hell yes. I am excited.
Roll plus weird. On a 10 plus, hold 1 plus 1. That's important. On a 7 to 9, hold 1. At any time, either you or the MC can spend your hold to have you already be there with the proper tools and knowledge with or without any clear explanation why. If the
I
hold
love
was
it.
1+1, you take +1 forward, which means like to do the thing you're trying to do, you get a +1 to that roll. On a miss, the MC holds 1, and I can spend it to have you be there already, but either pinned, caught, or trapped.
This is gonna be
That's
fun.
exciting.
It's such
You
a good
know-
hook, right?
You know, I didn't realize that you had the power to use it at any time, and that could
I
also
will
just
say-
make me trapped.
Well, like only if like if you fuck up the roll. But
Well, yeah, but still.
if you make the roll, I will say that unless you tell me that you want me to figure it out for you, I will leave it to you to decide. Okay, I'm gonna be here actually.
Okay.
Is that all the moves that you've got now? I think that's all of your new Savvy Head moves.
Nope.
No?
I can get one more Savvy Head move, but I mean, I need
Good.
improvement.
If I get a new move for my set, I'm probably gonna get Just Give Me a Motive, because the Devil with a Blade is not very useful for my skill set.
I don't know. It kind of
Now
is.
that people are drinking more, I could probably like toxify them easier.
Slug does a peace sign and
Just
fades
Effie,
out.
of course, being like that much of a mastermind to
Ooh.
poison his own alcohol that he drinks himself.
Just fucking leaves us.
I will mention that when it says on a 10+, they drink and like suffer 4 harm armor penetrating. On an NPC, just like a normal NPC, whatever, 2 harm is basically I go 50-50 on them being dead. So 4 harm AP is they're dead.
Okay, yeah, that may be like a little too much. I don't want to kill people.
I mean, you're poisoning them.
Yeah.
I know. What if I just like put, like
I was just trying to slow him down a little bit. I didn't mean to hurt him.
I just
wanted
want
to
them
slow
like
son
around my
down.
bar, drinking all my
You and your
alcohol and like punching
father.
people.
You've been drinking most of it.
You and your father.
Only because people have driven me
Considering-
to it.
Considering you'll be going to more varied places, just give you a motive is probably an okay thing to have, because that means that like you'll be interacting with a larger cast sometimes. Unlike Millions, where like you were in a war zone.
That's fair.
Who knows where else might be a war zone though?
Probably most places, honestly.
Your stuff's getting weird, ain't it? It's
Hidden.
you have Everybody Eats, right?
Yeah, I just got that recently.
Okay, I would appreciate you using that at least a couple times.
Yeah,
Just because like it's useful for you to know things, and also like you do have an information broker, so like you have a big excuse to use it.
yeah, maybe next session. I just didn't see a good opportunity to use it this
No, I
time.
understand. Yeah, you were drinking a lot, and also people had knives.
Yeah. Well, maybe next time I may like ask people to get something from me or ask for information.
Right. I suppose to reiterate another thing that I noticed, do try to understand. The first thing is I really appreciate that after a certain point you really did like kind of like get in there with the describing what you're doing, and then we like call that a move, because that was really good. But do remember, going aggro is not hitting people; it is threatening them.
Aggression. General aggression.
Like you basically do a thing to them, threaten them in some way. Like you say, like you threaten them by holding a gun to their head. That means okay, do the thing or I'll shoot.
Okay,
have
you
to
can
also-
just say wind.
Yeah, I mean,
just
no,
say
it's
where.
like several people went aggro this session. It's okay.
I think I'm gonna
Like,
enjoy going
wait a
aggro now that I know that I can use this move. Well, who needs proper negotiation skills like a captain when you've got a big gun, 2 big guns?
Napalm's going mad with power. Help.
Well, generally,
Napalm
manipulating
is
people
finally
requires them.
snapped.
Manipulating people usually requires them to not already be beating the shit out of someone.
Me. Rusty.
I will say though that this essentially represents the trip to the wreck.
Oh yeah.
So next session, be excited for the wreck.
I am excited.
I'm excited now
I'm
that we're getting
always
back
excited.
into this. I forgot how much I missed this.
I'm glad
I have made so many shit posts
you sure
for
did.
this.
I want you
and
to keep
my
making them
God.
though.
They're
Going
very
to.
good. I can't wait for our new shit or our new stuff. Both Lug and Rusty just getting the shit kicked out of them.
I loved it. I loved every bit of that except for Lug getting the shit kicked out of him. Whatever.
Right.
Poor Lug.
I think Apom, do you
Constantly.
have school tomorrow?
I have like one class tomorrow, which is a quiz, and then
What time?
like 11 to 12. And honestly, I
Okay.
don't know if I'm going to be staying home tonight or if tomorrow night, or if I'm going to be heading home then.
Hmm.
I'll have to see. I'm going to talk to my
I've
roommate about it.
Good Friday off,
Huh.
so if everything goes well with Apon, everything should go well with me too.
Oh, tomorrow? No, tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah, that you asked.
No, they were talking about tomorrow, Thursday, not Friday.
Yeah, so like I don't have
Oh, you
plans for
mean
Friday.
that night is what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
I was mostly asking so that if anyone wanted to like watch a movie or something, might do a rabbit
I
Tomorrow
see.
you mean?
tonight, because like we
Tonight?
finished.
I may like can jump into that, but I was gonna like take a little break for a second.
I guess it's good to shut the recording off.
Sounds like it.
Sounds like it. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thanks
Bye,
for
everyone.
It
listening.
was fun.
Bye.
See
I
y'all
made
next
art.
week.
Yeah, Win made the art today. In this session and all the future sessions up until we update it again.
Yep. Thanks, Art. Real quick though, I want to thank the folks who
Sorry.
I want to thank Fail Better for the I think 1 or 2 Sumacy songs I used, and then also want to thank Lady Scraper for, well, they didn't tell me I could, but I did anyway. For the use of at least a couple of the songs from their album Cunt Kicker.
Great, now I'm demonetized.
It's not like you were very monetized before.
No, I don't have monetization. I'm too small of a channel.
Now Seth owes a
You're too
fee.
small of a man.
I'm too small of a man. I'm not as tall as Rusty is.
Listen,
No.
in real life, Seth is just like Lug.
I'm taller than Lug. No, I'm taller than Lug. I could beat the shit out of
I
Lug.
think everybody's taller than Lug.
Okay, listen, to me,
The Lenas are short, but like even they're a little bit taller.
Oh
than
my
you.
god.
no, bull.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
no,
so
no.
sorry,
This
Lug.
is Germa.
Actual
This is-
manlet.
No. This is the Germa effect, where everyone's like, "Man, you're so short," and he's
Cut
like
the fucking recording
5'9".
before we keep going.
He's
No.
5'9".
Goodbye,
He's like, "Man, you're so
Cut the
short."
recording. Bye.
Lug.
And